Happy Thursday, everybody. I think I told you last week that I had a new project that was coming in from a friend of mine. I already took the liberty of removing all the addresses. I don't want any mysterious boxes showing up to my front door. This is from a good friend of mine, John Sanchez. I've done some deals with him before, so this was kind of, I had this in mind for a while. Actually last year, I just never really actually got around to doing it, and he kind of afforded me that opportunity to do this. So this is going to be a new communal for the channel and the collection. So we're going to go ahead and bust it open, and I'll kind of show you what we got, and then I'm going to try my best to actually do the housing part of the video if I can get the camera set up so that I can still work and it can still record while I'm doing it. So let's get this thing open first of all. I already took off some of the tape. And I'm on the other side's camera, so whatever it's filming, it's filming. I really can't tell you. And John always packs this stuff really well. You can see the paper. Here are the spiders. Box is full of the peanuts, so it has a nice cushion. Nothing extra in there that I know of. I always have to check and be sure. And I don't feel anything extra, so we will get rid of this. And then the box off to the side. And we'll pull this closer, and there we have a brand new communal of 6 Neoholitheli Insae. This is the Trinidad Olive. Looking forward to excuse me, getting these guys out and getting them in their home, and possibly try to do a quick feeding of them. So let's adjust the camera. Okay, so he's got them wrapped in the paper towel. I'm sure he straw packed them, or a little, yep, there they are. Six little Neoholitheli Insae. They're supposed to be roughly about 1/2 inch, so what I want to do is actually get the first one out off camera so that I can see exactly how big they are. So I can determine what I'm going to put them in. I'm thinking the baseball cube is probably going to be sufficient, with just a little bit of substrate, some fake plants and some sticks, and then I'll spray them down for water. So let me get one out, and then I'll get the enclosure set up. You can go through the process of me getting the enclosure set up. We'll do it here on camera, and then we'll try and get them popped into their enclosure. So bear with me, and we'll be right back. Okay, let's see if we can focus on that. They're not very big. Just as he said, about 1/2 inch. So I think the baseball cube's going to be perfectly fine. The key with the communals is to try and limit their space, so they're not being too territorial. I'm not sure how this is going to work out. I've known many people that have had them. Some have had success stories. Some have had some horror stories. So we're going to give it a shot. And I think we're going to go ahead and set up the baseball cube, and then start getting these guys in there. Okay, so here is going to be their home. what I have, the ingredients for their home, if you may. Here's a little nice little branch bush we'll put in the corner. Here's a myriad of little sticks from the outside. We'll put them in there somehow. And of course the standard Eco Earth substrate. I like these to be somewhat damp on one side and somewhat dry on the other, but with this small of an enclosure and the way that 6 of them will probably web up, it's probably not going to happen. So let me get this this bag of Eco Earth open. We're not going to put a ton of it in there, just enough to give them an inch or so of dirt, maybe a tad bit more. Give them a little bit of room to burrow if they want. None of mine have. They usually just build like a funnel web in an area. We'll use a little cup here to see how that does. Okay, so lid off. And they'll incorporate this into their webbing, of course. We'll get the plant back here, get it down inside a little bit, and then maybe I think that's good, huh? Nice little starter communal. Now, of course, they're not going to be in here probably more than a molt or two at the most. They'll have to move into something a little bit bigger. This gives them areas to web. Gives them something to web inside the corner here, over in this area over here, and then, of course, they'll have room to roam and make the place their own. So now it's going to be a matter of getting them in there. So I'm going to pause you, get set up for that, and then start transferring them little buggers in here. Okay, so we're going to try our hardest. Maybe we'll get this a little bit more squared for you to give you guys the best footage I possibly can of these little buggers going in there, and hopefully they stay in there. Don't decide that I'm trying to put one in and 2 or 3 are trying to crawl out. But we're going to give it a shot here and see what happens. We'll start with the one I already took out. We'll get this one down in there and see how fast they are. They are very quick. I have to try to keep an eye on them. I better keep that cup open just in case I need it, huh? So what I do with these straws is I use the small tongs and I kind of just there's 2. This one's ready to come out already. Three. This is going better than I expected, to be honest with you. Oh, there's one coming out. Get back in there, little guy. Stay in. Oh, stay in. This is what we're worried about. Trying to keep them in there. To get all 6 of them in there. So we got to kind of go as quick as we can getting them in. No, you stay. Stay. There's 4. That one there seems bigger than the rest of them, that guy right there. We will probably try and go ahead and throw some belat nymphs in here. There's another one. That one's pretty decent size too. There's 5. One more. There we go. All 6 of the little buggers in there. I probably have room for a water dish. We'll see what they do here in the next day. So I'm going to go ahead and close this up for a minute, get some belat nymphs, and then we'll see if we can't get them to feed. And we'll end it there with our first really ever Eerie Arachnids rehousing video or unpacking video or whatever you want to call it. But it was successful. Of course, these are small, little tiny guys, so it was a little bit easier for me to handle those small ones versus I wouldn't do an OBT on film unless someone was filming for me. But so let me cover them up. I'll gather up some belat nymphs and we'll put them in and see if we can't get a decent video of them eating. Okay, so we're going to attempt to feed this communal. Get in there. Nope. Get in there. Stay in there. Not on me. So we have one that's going to have to get back in there. Let me pause for a second and get him back in. Okay, that was a little easier than expected. He went right back in there. Okay, so here we go with the lateralis nymphs. We'll see if any of them little guys are actually hungry. Hope we can see it okay. Looks like we got one to have to take down. I'm gonna have fun with these guys. I could see that already. We'll see how they do when they're settled and all webbed up and have their little holes that they'll pop up out of, like whack-a-mole. If you ever played the game whack-a-mole, it's kind of like what you'll see with these guys. You won't know exactly where they're going to come out from. We do have one here. This guy in the corner, I do believe, has a lateralis nymph. So we have spider, 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 and I'm not sure where number 6 is. Probably under the wood, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there's one here, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. And it doesn't actually look like any of them grabbed anything. I think the one that was in the corner may be of just threat posture. So we'll give them some time here, settle in, and try to. If any of them decide that they do want to take something, maybe I'll try and catch it, and we'll put it on a update video later on. But thanks for joining me on the first Eerie Arachnids rehousing video of the Communal. Not sure what we're going to name it. I'm not going to name the spiders, but I think we're going to name the Communal. I was thinking Olympia. Or we might just call it Trinidad, because that's where they're from. So maybe we'll just do it that way. That one, once they come out, you stay in there. And thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave comments down below if you guys have any good names for the Communal. That's what we'll put on the tag on there. And we did hit over 250 members, so now I have to figure out how we're going to do a 300 member giveaway. I think that's what we're going to do. I got to figure out if it's going to be feasible with the season change here, if we can get it quick enough. The problem is that the ones that the one spider that I'm talking about giving away with a couple of the assassin bugs to go along with it, The Formictopus cancerides are all in pre-mold except for one that molted already. So, and that one was the one that I originally, when we first got them in, was the one that I originally said I was going to keep that one no matter what. So that one's not going anywhere, but we'll see how the other ones do here in the next couple weeks. If we don't get it at 300 members, we'll try something a little bit later. I do have heat packs, so I can ship in the winter, but it does get rather cold here, so we'll have to see how things go. We may have to wait till spring. It depends on how things go, but we'll set something up somehow, some way, and see how things go. Look forward to Dave Scott coming back in a few weeks, and go watch everybody's videos. See you guys later.